he's got a great character arc to him, and he becomes, in a way, along with Augie, you know, the noble guy of the film, in my opinion. And maybe you guys just tell us a little bit, what were your first impressions when you read the script?
How you got involved with the process?
Well, right away, I was drawn to it because I grew up in a similar environment in Queens, New York, so I knew a lot of characters like that, and it also wasn't hard for me to develop my character because I grew up around a lot of those types of people. So that's pretty much it.
What did you think the first time you read the script?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I wanted to get involved with it right away, and after, you know, meeting with Greg and Mark, you know, they were guys like me, and, you know, there's a lot of good energy, and I wanted to work with them, and it was a great experience working with them.
I got involved with the project. I wasn't actually casted for the part to begin with. It was actually a great story. Apparently the person they had cast already ended up dropping out due to, I really don't know why, scheduling conflicts. And they needed to cast me in a pinch, and I went in and read for the part. And basically you only get your side of what you get. You get your dailies, you get your sides, and I just kind of fell in love with this character, mainly because actually I had a friend who died of an overdose. He overdosed on drugs, so coming towards the end of the film, as you see, I ended up taking some of the things that I sell, and it was sort of close to home, and I didn't even read the script at first. I only read what I got at dailies, and then Connor actually was like, you should read the script, and once I got it, I couldn't put it down. I read it within like an hour, all 280 pages of it, and as I sit here and watch the film now, I still memorize his monologue and Connor's monologue, and I'm like my favorite part. Another thing I do, I really like, but I really enjoy his Hummer scene, and I like Connor when he's high on the drugs. That's really funny, but all I have to say is I thank them day in and day out, and I appreciate the opportunity they gave me, because I wasn't even thought of the film, and they brought me in late on in the project, and I'm grateful for that and always humble. Thank you.
You have anything you want to add? Staten Island Eddie?
How you doing? Unlike these guys, I actually paid my way to get in the movie. I didn't want to see that. No, I was privileged enough to get a nice little role in this thing, and once I read the script, I was just completely blown away. It's pretty few and far between. You read a script that's actually a slice of life. There's no flub or Hollywood anything to it, and it was just extremely appealing. And I had the pleasure of working with these guys, and I wish IGU all the best.
Does anybody have any questions from the audience for the filmmaker or the actors? Before we go, again, congratulations, guys. This was one of my favorite. Oh, wait, hang on. We do have a question for that.
I think I heard. Have you heard?
What?
What about the production? Did you have experience with this? Had you done something like this? Because it's very well done. Maybe some background?
Yeah, definitely tell us about shooting in Atlantic City as well. What
First of all, I just, going over what these guys said, we talk about this film in kind of grandiose terms. We don't look at it like, just something we did, just, a project we were working on. It's really our blood, sweat, and tears and our heart and soul out there. And these guys, since they've come on board and the entire process since, which has been, a daily struggle, a true grind, these guys have become family. These aren't just actors, these aren't guys, that we simply cast and they're just kind of passing through. I know in the art world, the talent that's, in front of the camera tends to be treated somewhat as disposable and interchangeable. And for us, these guys are absolutely priceless. And like I said, they're members of our family. So it means the world that they're here supporting the film tonight and have been doing so throughout the entire process. But back to the production end of things. Mark and I, in college, wrote a script called Rise by Sin that was set in the Manioc section of Philly, which is where I was living when I went to St. Joe's. And it was a neighborhood tale about, kids who kind of lost their way and about what it's like trying to adhere to a moral code in a world that doesn't quite Ice Girl has similar themes, but just on a much bigger scale. So anyway, we made Rise by Sin for absolutely nothing. The total budget for the film was about $5 grand maybe. And it was really just an exercise of will. It was the idea of setting your mind to do something and then just being relentless with it and following through. So we paid no one got a dime for the thing, and it took us nights and weekends over the course of about 18 months to actually get the film done. But we did, and neither of us went to film school, so that was basically the substitute for film school for us. Once we actually got Rise by Sin done, you know, we did some small indie film festivals, and we made a lot of contacts that helped us with Ice Girl. People saw the potential in the work. As flawed as it was for being such a low-budget film, it had what our editor called good juice. It had a heart to it, and we had a nice little following behind it. People saw the potential in the work, and thought, wow, I wonder what they could do if they had a little bit more to work with. So we tried to tell this very personal tale and set it in our home, and the tremendous advantage to that is the fact that, we grew up there, so we knew people there. So, it took 1,000 handshakes and 1,000, really benevolent people to get behind the film and support us, to let us shoot in a casino. It's huge, to shoot in places that are iconic back where we're from, like Tony's Baltimore Grill. To shoot at a barbershop like Mr. Lucky's, all these local neighborhood places that, saw a couple local kids with some ambition and with, the drive to tell a tale, and they wanted to get behind us and they wanted to support us. So, in all honesty, without the support of our families, with our friends who are, our extended family, and, the greater Atlantic County community, this never would have come to fruition. So we were very blessed in that sense. Very blessed.
Any last questions? I'd just like to thank everybody for coming out. Remember to fill out your audience award ballots. Just rip into the number that you want to vote for. So if you want to give it a 5, rip into the 5, and then we'll collect them in the back. And sorry, one more second.
I just want to thank everybody who came out tonight. It's a small venue. Eric's obviously busting his ass to turn this thing into something real and meaningful. We've got a ton of tremendous films here, and we've said, we'll sign this. We'll show this film on the side of a barn in Iowa if people will come out and see it. Because the most important thing to us at this point is word of mouth. We believe the film has an audience, but that audience needs to know it exists. So, God bless you guys for coming out on a Friday night and supporting us.